Hello there and welcome to my channel Novice Modelling in a Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy and today we're going to be doing a quick what's in the box kit review on my AIRFIX A68206 172 Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1a, which is a starter set which comes with 4 acrylic paints, 1 brush and 1 tube of poly cement. Now this is a bit of a bargain, so that's why I've decided to do the entire range today that you can actually currently pick up from the UK supermarket chain LIDL for £6.99. Now these, if you go online, normally go for around about £10, or if you're lucky enough like me, you can actually pick one up at a charity shop for £3.50, which is even more of a bargain than £6.50, but they're kind of hard to come by. So what we're going to do is, as per usual, we're going to go through the instructions. We're going to have a quick read of the history, and we're going to have a look at the sprues, and then I'll basically sign off. So here we go. Designed by the legendary R.J. Mitchell, the Spitfire first flew on the 5th of March 1936. The RAF received the first of its Spitfires in July 1938, with 9 squadrons being operational when war was declared in September 1939. Seeing only limited action until the Battle of Britain in summer 1940, the Spitfire cemented its position through the conflict as the most famous fighter aircraft of all time. Through a combination of clever design, such as the elliptical wings, as well as the power of the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, the Spitfire proved to be the best fighter in the skies over England in 1940. While the Hurricanes served in greater numbers, it was the elegant Spitfire that captured the imagination of the British public. Maximum speed 365 miles per hour, armament 8 303 Browning machine guns, length 9.12 metres, wingspan 11.23 metres. So we're going to have a quick look at the instructions now, and as you'd expect from AIRFIX, they're pretty comprehensive and pretty easy to follow. So we start off with window 1, which pretty much standard for AIRFIX and most aircraft. Is we've just got to basically have a look at the pilot, which we have. We're going to put him in his seat. We're going to put the stick into the floor of the cockpit, and we're going to assemble these 2 rear and front sections of the cockpit with a decal for the cockpit display. Section 2, we're going to assemble our three-bladed propeller. Personally, I prefer the 2-bladed propeller for the Mark 1. I think it just looks really, really pretty. But we only get a 3-bladed with this one, so never mind. The third section, we're going to put our pre-assembled cockpit interior into the fuselage, and we're going to pop our propeller. Section 4, as you can see, we're then going to attach the underneath of our wings. We're going to put the engine cowlings on, we're going to put the tops of our wings on, and we're going to assemble all of the rudder. And if we want to, we can apply our cockpit cover as well. Section 5, we're going to actually complete pretty much the kit. We're going to put our pitot tube on, we're going to put a selection of vents and intakes. We've got a rudder wheel, rear wheel here, and we have the option to attach our undercarriage in the up position as well. Section 6 is assembly of the undercarriage in the down position. Section 7, we're going to put the aerial on, and then hopefully we're going to end up with something like that. So it's a starter kit basically, so it's pretty easy, I suppose you could say. And there isn't really a really massive part count. Doing a quick look here, there appears to be 33 different parts that go with this kit. I've had a look on ScaleMates, but actually, oh yeah, here we go. I had a look on ScaleMates previously, and the tool for this is a 2010 tool, so it's not exactly the most sort of recent tooling or moulding that AIRFIX or a lot of manufacturers do. But to me, being a novice and using my humble opinion, that's quite funny, isn't it? Someone told me that one. My humble opinion. I think it looks like a pretty nice kit. So as you can see, we're looking at the fuselage here, which has some really, really nice deep panel lines on it. So even the most thick applying of paint, you would think you would still actually get some detail showing through. We've got a little access hatch here. We've got a whole load of rivet or attachment markings on the engine covering. The wheels, which I like, which I don't really see many other manufacturers apart from AIRFIX doing this. As you can see here, they're actually sort of showing the weight of the aircraft on the wheel, so they don't look 100% inflated. I kind of like that touch. It's kind of nice. We've got our 3-bladed propeller here. These are parts of the interior of the fuselage, and these are our undercarriage arms in the down position, and as you can see, they've got some detail on as well, and you do get some detail on the other side of the wheels. The interior of the cockpit, as you can see, we've got some detail going on here as well with these sort of struts, and we've got a couple of levers and switches as well to round it off, so we can put some nice bits of detail in there if we feel like it. Again, the seat as well, if you wanted to leave the pilot out, which I know a lot of people do, has also got some detail on it, and I think, yeah, there's no lap belt on there, but there we go. And again, you've got some detail on the exposed sections of the framing that goes in the fuselage. The second sprue, as we can see, deals with the upper surfaces of the wings, which again have got this really nice sort of deep panel lines, and we've got some raised rivets for some access points, which are for the loading of the machine guns here, 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 and here. And we've got some circular detail, which I'm guessing are sort of fuel tank access points. Not exactly sure. The rear or the underneath of the wing surfaces has again got a load of detail going on here, so this is looking really good to me. These parts of the tail, they kind of have what looks like a D on them, but I'm guessing that's just an access point, but it does look kind of weird, but I'm guessing that's how it's supposed to be. It looks like we've got some little oxygen tanks here as well. There's our rear wheel. These undercarriage sections are sort of half, so they're obviously the ones where we can have it in the raised setting. Our pilot, we get a pilot with this, which is kind of great. It's kind of got a good level of detail on. You can actually see some goggles on the top of his flying helmet just about there, and we can see his life preserve or Mae West or whatever you want to call it, and you can definitely see there is a difference between his boots and his trousers. Again, we've got a little bit of detail going on the undersurface of the wing, so if you've got your undercarriage in the down position, there is a little bit of detail that you can see going on there where it actually joins the wing surface, and it all looks pretty nice and dandy to me. Obviously, being one of these sort of starter set jobbies, you get some Humbrol paints in these little tubs. These are liquid on these. Sometimes if you get an older kit, they do tend to sort of clog up and become a bit congealed, but you can easily revitalize them with a bit of acrylic thinner. So what you get a black one, I'm guessing, for the propeller. You get this pale green for the undersurfaces, and then you get some green and brown for the upper surfaces. Obviously, you might need a bit more of your own paint if you wanted to do a bit more finer detail on the pilot, etc. But, I mean, for a starter kit, that's pretty much all you want. You get a tube of this rather lovely Humbrol poly cement. I've got a rapidly expanding collection of this garbage, probably about 10 of them. And you get a standard Humbrol 2 AIRFIX paintbrush. This one kind of appears to have a bit of a bend on it. It's got quite a thick, I forget what this is called. Is it a tip or a bud or bulb? I think it's the bulb, isn't it? I think that's what it's called. It's quite a thick one, but you know, I'd probably going to be airbrushing this if I come to do it, and I'd probably use a smaller brush for the finer detail. It's definitely got a bend on it, that, wasn't it? Oh well, never mind. You get a clear plastic cockpit cover, which has got nice thick detail on it, so it should be reasonably easy to apply the strapping, if you like, of it. And you can actually see here it's got a little bit of a raised section, which I don't think I've seen on a Spitfire previously, which is the actual rear-facing mirror. So I kind of like that. That's a pretty neat little touch that AIRFIX have done on that one. And then you get a single set of decals, DWK, which is as per the markings on the box, and you get a little cockpit display one as well. So it's pretty basic. I mean, you're not going to get like sort of 3 or 4 different options with this because it is just a cheap one. So like I say, you can toddle off down to Lidl and you can pick one of these up for £6.99. They're actually doing a few more of these. We've got the 172 Tiger 1, which you can get for £6.99. We'll be reviewing that today. You get the 172 Willys MB Jeep, which is also available from Lidl. You can get the de Havilland Tiger Moth, again £6.99. And you can have this 172 Sherman Firefly, which I've actually built already, for £6.99 as well. So there's a good bit of advice, you know, just pop off down to Lidl, get your sort of 35, 36 pounds or whatever it is to buy these 5, and you've got some models to keep you going through the winter. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. Like I say, I'll be doing what's in the boxes for the other 5 kits, so hopefully you can have a look and just pop on down there and pick one up if you want. Please do like and subscribe, and please do follow me on my novice model building ride. We have plenty of kits to be going at. The running total is around about 400, and I'm going to be starting up some hopefully rather interesting thematic build and review series sometime probably towards the end of September. So there's a few things going on, and I'm looking to try and improve my editing skills, which are non-existent at the moment, and probably the presentation skills and the layout in general of the channel in the coming 3 months. So all change, but much more of the same. Be seeing you.